Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, internet? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. Hope you enjoyed the last couple of days of cup fixtures. So before I jump into the FA Cup and the Super Cup or Supercoppa, Coppa Italia, whatever it's called, there was the Club World Cup between Bayern Munich and Tigres, which happened today. Bayern Munich ended up winning 1-0 thanks to Robert Lewandowski. We interrupt this message for an important announcement. It was not Robert Lewandowski who scored for Bayern Munich in the FIFA Club World Cup final. It was in fact Benjamin Pavard. Please excuse the inaccuracy, but please accept our correction. But Tigres put up a fight. They weren't out of it. They only finished 1-0, I mean, against probably the best attacking team in the world at the moment. And fair play to Gignac, who was the top scorer of the tournament. And yeah, they have nothing to be disappointed with. Another thing for Bayern Munich is that they become the second team to win a sextuple. So that means that they won 6 trophies in a calendar year. The last team to do that was Barcelona. So fair play to Bayern Munich. So on to the Coppa Italia fixtures. So we had the second leg of Juventus versus Inter Milan, which finished 0-0, which meant that Juventus went through on aggregate because they won the first match 2-1. So it means that Cristiano Ronaldo is going into his 36th final, which is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, but yeah, great performance from Juventus. Inter Milan had some stonewall opportunities that they just absolutely scuffed, and arguably should have been in the final, but it's who wins at the end of the day, really. On the other side of things, we had a 0-0 from the first leg going into a second leg, and that was Atalanta versus Napoli. And Atalanta ended up winning 3-1. So I really thought that Atalanta were going to struggle without Alejandro Gomez since he moved to Spain. But it seems to have been a mutually beneficial move. He scored his first goal in La Liga. Atalanta are still absolutely killing it with their attacking, especially with the likes of Zapata, who scored the first goal. So it looks like it was a good move all around, really. So that means it's a Juventus versus Atalanta final. And that will be played on the 19th of May. So we've got a long way to go before we get to the final, but it has been decided. So into the FA Cup. So I'm not going to go through all of the matches. I'll go through the results, but I'm not going to give an in-depth analysis of all the matches. However, there were some of them that are worth talking about. So one of those is Bournemouth against Burnley. So this is a bit of an upset. No disrespect to Bournemouth, however, they are in the Championship. Let's see where they are in the Championship, just out of interest. Let's see. Oh, come on now, computer, why do you not want to cooperate? Okay, so they're 6th, so that means that they are in the playoff position, so a potential to come back into the Premier League. But still, the Premier League side against the Championship side, you expect the Premier League side to win. But great performance from them. Kept it even, it was 52 to 48% possession. Burnley did have 11 shots, but only 2 on target. Bournemouth had 9 shots and 2 on target. And yeah, a great performance from Bournemouth. And they go marching on to the next round. After that was the Manchester United versus West Ham match. Very evenly contested match. Both sides had opportunities. Both sides had chances that should have gone in. And Scott McTominay was the difference. Mr. McSauce, as his nickname is. So fair play to Manchester United. very happy, even though it took us until after extra time. West Ham have been a very difficult team to break down. So so it's definitely a good result for us. Swansea 1, Manchester City 3, expected really. So yeah, Manchester City go on to the next round. Leicester 1, Brighton 0. A very close fought match, just like the Manchester United versus West Ham match, although it took Leicester until the 94th minute, thanks to Kelechi Iheanacho, to score. So heartbreak for Brighton at the King Power Stadium. Next one is Sheffield United versus Bristol City. Sheffield United win 1-0, thanks to a 66-minute penalty by Billy Sharp. They did dominate the match, so they deserved to win regardless of whether or not there was a penalty. But fair play to Bristol City. Again, going up against a Premier League team. Might be last in the Premier League, but it's still a Premier League team. And holding their own. So fair play to them. Next match, this was the big one, was Everton 5, Tottenham 4. So before I say anything about Tottenham, you've got to give them credit for coming back, because they were 1-0 up, and then all of a sudden they were 3-1 down. And they came back to make it 3-3, and then they went 4-3 down, and then it levelled again, and then finally lost. But they had the possession, they had the shots on target. But watching Spurs, I honestly never believed them to win. And it sounds silly to say that, but just the whole aura around them at the moment is very negative. And yeah, it just, nothing seems to be quite clicking for them at the moment, as can be seen by the fact that they eventually did lose. So fair play to Everton though, played very well, got the result, had some cracking goals. Wolves 0, Southampton 2, not particularly shocking the way that both teams have been playing. However, Southampton have been on a bit of a downward stroke at the moment. They had the possession, they had the shots, everything, so they just deserved to win that match, in my personal opinion. And then the final one was, again, a particularly unsurprising result. Chelsea 1, Barnsley 0. Respect to Barnsley though, it took Chelsea until the 64th minute to score. I mean, Chelsea had the possession, but Barnsley had the shots. Chelsea had 73% to 27% possession. Barnsley had 14 shots to 6, with 4 of them on target to 1. That is a pretty incredible statistic for that side. So let's just go through the quarterfinals, just to go through the fixtures. They will be on March the 20th, so we've got about 6 weeks until that comes up. So got Everton versus Manchester City, should be a very entertaining match. Leicester versus Man United, again, should be a very entertaining match. Bournemouth versus Southampton, so a South Coast derby there. And then Chelsea versus Sheffield United. If I was to look at this, no disrespect to any of the other sides, but I would say that it's going to be Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and probably Southampton. But the thing with the Cup, especially the FA Cup, and the magic of the Cup, you never know. So, a thoroughly entertaining couple of days of Cup football, and that brings us into the weekend's fixtures for the Premier League and other matches around the league, around the leagues. So I'll be with you with a preview. I'm not sure when that's coming out because I'm not sure if there's matches tomorrow. So if there's matches tomorrow, I'll post it today. If there's matches, but no matches tomorrow, then I will post it on Friday for the weekend. So keep an eye out for that one. But in the meantime, I hope you're all keeping well and staying out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, ta-ra for now.